Hello, welcome to today's class. I hope you are well and having a nice day, whether it's morning and you're just starting out your day, or maybe it's the end of the day and you're having a bit of a wind down. So today's class is going to be not too active, but we are going to be working ourselves a little bit, getting the heart going a little bit. So if it's first thing in the morning, you'll feel woken up pretty quickly. And if it's the end of the day, then look forward to the relaxation at the end. Cool. So let's sit nice and tall as always. So really lifting up through the core. Roll the shoulders back and just take some nice, easy breaths in and out through the nose. So just observe how your breathing is today, in this moment. And just spend some time connecting with yourself, how you're feeling today, with regards to energy, or how you're feeling emotionally. And just observe how you're feeling. Don't judge, don't try and understand or explain. And don't let your mind wander off to be thinking about the things that are causing you to feel the way you are. Just observe. And just continue to breathe in and out through your nose. And with every out breath, just release any tension, any unwanted thoughts from your mind. Shut out the world and just focus on yourself for the next half an hour. So keeping that spine lifted, if you've started to sink down a little bit, just bring it back up. We'll start with some neck stretches. So starting off with the right ear to the right shoulder, gentle pressure on the top of your head, keeping that spine up. Just enjoy your stretch down the left side of your neck. And breathing in, bring it back up to center. We'll do the other side, so left ear to left shoulder, gentle pressure on the head. And breathing in, bring it to center. And then breathing out, bring your chin to chest, keeping the spine lifted. Gentle pressure on the back of the head. Breathing in, bring it back to neutral. We'll go into a spinal twist, so taking the right hand behind you, lift the spine up, left hand on the outside of the right knee, turning the torso round to the right and looking over your right shoulder. There's a helicopter going right overhead. Not sure if you can hear that. And releasing as you breathe back in. And as you breathe out, place the left hand behind you, lift the spine up, right hand on the outside of the left knee, turning your torso, and then looking over your left shoulder. Nice easy breaths in and out through the nose. And release, bring it back to center. And we're going to do some seated cat-cow. So when we do it on all fours, as you breathe in, you're sticking your head and tailbone up. We're going to do the same thing here, but instead of up, it's going backwards. So you're going to be bringing your tummy forward, taking the shoulders back and opening up your chest as you breathe in. Then as you breathe out, roll the shoulders over, take the spine back down towards the floor behind you, and hunch your back. So continue at the pace of your breath. Really get full breaths as you're lifting up. And then really emptying emptying lungs as you're breathing out. Feel free to close your eyes now if you want to be more aware of how your spine is and your breath. And bring it back to neutral. Excellent. So we're going to go into one round of sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. And I think we'll do a second round where we actually hold certain bits. So if you practiced with me before, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, don't worry, hopefully I'll explain it and you'll know what we're going to be doing. And you can keep along. So standing at the top of your mat, feet hip width apart, spread the toes nice and wide. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bringing the palms to chest. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, hands to the mat. Breathing in, right leg back, drop the knee, relax the foot, open the chest. Holding the breath to plank position. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Breathing in, scoop up. Curl the toes, breathe out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, right leg forward, drop the left knee, relax the foot. Breathing out, left leg forward into the forward fold. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, palms to chest. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, hands to the mat. Breathing in, left leg back. Hold to plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Breathing in, scoop up. Breathing out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, left leg forward. Breathing out, right leg forward into the forward fold. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, palms to chest. So as I said just now, we're going to do another round. We're going to hold certain poses, just so we get really familiar with the position we're working towards, but also just to allow ourselves time for our body to really sink into these good stretches. So breathe in and breathe out, bring the palms to chest. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, hands to the mat. Remember, you bend your knees as much as you need to here to get your hands on the mat. Breathing in, take the right leg back, and we're going to hold this one. So your knee is down, foot's relaxed, chest is open, feeling a nice stretch through the front right hip. Relax the facial muscles. So I'm going to hold the breath, plank position. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Breathing in, scoop up, and we're going to hold this now. So your feet are flat on the floor. You are pushing yourself away from the floor, so you're not hunched down with your shoulders. Stay strong in the shoulders. And letting your hips just fall towards the floor. Breathe out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, bring the right leg forward, and now we're going to hold this pose. So left knee is down, foot's relaxed, chest is open. This time feeling the stretch through the front left hip. Next breath out, bring the left leg forward into the forward fold. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, palms to chest. And we'll do the other side. We're going to hold different poses this time. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, hands to the floor. Breathing in, take the left leg back. Hold back to plank, and we're going to hold plank for a moment. So normally we hold breath, but please keep breathing at this point. So strong arms and shoulders, engaging the core, tucking tailbone under here. This is not the plank challenge, by the way. So on the next breath out, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Breathing in, scoop up. Curl the toes, breathe out, hips to ceiling. And we're going to hold downward dog for a moment. So feel free to pedal out if you wish. Remember, you've got your hips up and backwards, so you're distributing the weight evenly between your hands and your feet here. So drawing your hips up and back. Maybe this is a good point if you've got tight hamstrings like me, that you go, ooh, good stretch. So breathing in, bring the left leg forward. Breathing out, right leg forward, and we'll just hold this forward fold for a moment. So legs straight, but don't lock the knees. Just let your arms and your head dangle here. Next breath in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, palms to chest. Okay, so now we're going to take the legs nice and wide. And we're going to go into warrior two, starting with the right side. So turn the toes 90 degrees, turn the left toes in slightly. Breathing in, bring the arms parallel to the floor. And as you breathe out, dropping into the lunge on the right side. Making sure that the right knee stays above the right ankle, doesn't come in front of it. Shoulders above your hips. And just relax the shoulders. When you're comfortable with your position, looking over your right fingertips. Relaxing your facial muscles here. Okay, so I'm going to take the left hand and place it on the back of the left thigh, reaching the right arm up to the ceiling. Feeling a nice stretch down the right front side of you. And then straightening that front leg. I'm going to take it all the way around, taking the left hand and resting it, the right hand even, not resting it in front of the right ankle. If you can do that, if you can't, just place your fingertips on the floor or hold your ankle, whatever works for you. Left arm up to the ceiling, which is where you're looking. So you're opening up your chest here. So remember, always do the variation that works for you right now. Don't overdo it. Breathing in, bring the arms back up, and then bring the toes back to neutral. And we'll do the other side. So this time, left foot turned out, right toes turned in slightly, arms remaining parallel with the floor. And as you breathe out, dropping into the lunge on the left side, check that ankle, check you're not reaching forward too much. So much to think about in these poses, I tell you. Looking over your left fingertips. If your mind starts wandering, just bring it back to the awareness of your breathing when you're in these poses. So from here, we're going to take the right hand, place it on the back of the right thigh, left arm up to the ceiling, looking up past your fingertips. I'm looking at, yet again, a beautiful blue sky. So as we bring the arms down, we're going to straighten that left leg and then pivot all the way around. So the left hand is resting on the inside of the left ankle, right arm up to the ceiling. If it's more comfortable for you on the right arm, you can always place your hand on your hip. That puts less strain on your shoulder. So just an option. And as we breathe in, bring the arms up, bring the feet back to neutral, and resting your arms, palms in front of your chest. So now we're going to go into a forward fold. So breathing in, bring the arms up. And as you breathe out, reach forward and down. And just let your hands get to wherever they get to. So if you want to adjust your feet, very carefully heel toe them out, but keep your toes pointing forward. Just let your arms and your head relax here. If you want, you can take your hands, place them between your legs so you're reaching behind you, being careful not to reach too far and fall over. And then placing your hands on your hips, bringing yourself up nice and strong in the legs. We're going to heel toe our feet back together now. And we're going to drop down into, Hindi squat we're going to go into. So, depending on your flexibility, ideally you've got your heels on the floor, back as straight as you can, so nice and tall, and you've got your palms together. But if you find that actually you don't have that flexibility on the back of your legs maybe, and your hamstrings or your Achilles, you can be on the balls of your feet, a bit more of a tough challenge on the old balance there, and then bring the palms together and using the elbows, so they're sort of pushing out into the knees there to help give you some form of balance. So work with whichever option is going to work for you and your balance. If you find when you're down on your heels that you're just far too distracted by the reality of falling backwards, a bit like me, I find I'm pivoting backwards and then worrying about that far too much, not enabling me to pay attention to having a relatively straight back. And just taking some nice easy breaths, enjoying the hip opening of the pose. When you're ready to come out of pose, what we're going to do, and I'm just going to shimmy back here, is drop down. So you're on the balls of your feet, if it's comfortable for you. If it's not, just rest them. And your knees and your thighs are in a V shape. And I'm going to sit nice and tall here, so it's a good stretch on your bottoms of your feet. Breathing in and breathing out, palms to chest. We're going to go into warrior arms. So as we breathe in, bringing the arms up. So you've got your arms straight, but your shoulders are drawn downwards, and you're just looking up at the eye shape created between your hands. If this is agony for you on your feet, then just bring your weight forward, pop your feet down, and go back into pose. Just do what feels right for you. And then next breath out, bring the palms back to chest. If you've been on the balls of your feet, take the weight forward, give those feet a shake, tap them on the floor. Do whatever you need to do to release any tension you may have. Okay, bringing the legs round. I'm going to come in to incline plane now. So taking the arms, the legs out in front of you. God, it's the end of the day for me, you can tell right now. So pulling those fleshy bits out behind you, sitting nice and tall. As we breathe in, bring the shoulders to the ears, roll the shoulders back and place the hands behind you. Remember, if you've got hyperextension, turn your hands the other way around. Then as we breathe in, taking the hips up, pointing the toes, having your head in whichever position feels right for you. So if dropping it down is too much, keep it parallel with your body or in line with your body. And we're going to hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, lift a bit higher, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look to your feet first before you slowly bring yourself down, and give those wrists and arms a really good shake. So release any tension you have there. And we're going to shimmy forward a little bit and make our way down onto our backs. And we're going to go into half bridge. So this is something I've been teaching my little baby girl. She's getting the hang of it now. She's building that core strength, bless her. So bringing the feet and heels close enough so you can just about touch them. Feet and hips and feet and knees hip width apart. And just relax your arms by your side, palms facing down. And as we breathe in, raising the hips up to the ceiling, rolling the weight back onto the shoulders, keeping your head looking upwards, and stopping your knees from wandering out to the side too much. So if you want, you can interlace your fingers, tuck your shoulders under a little bit more, get a little bit more height here. Nice easy breaths, relax the face, don't hold any extra tension. You should feel your thighs and your glutes doing a lot of the work here. And then we're going to take it up a level. So starting with the right leg, reach up to the ceiling, keeping those hips lifted. And try not to twist too much at the hips. And then bringing that foot back down. And then we'll do the other side, so keeping those hips lifted, taking the left leg up. Good for balance, good for core strength this. And bringing that left leg down. If you've got your fingers interlinked, just release them. And then very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, rolling your way down. And then we're going to hug it out in a releasing pose. So nose to knees, hug nice and tight. Remember, you can rock side to side if you want extra back massage. And taking the head down onto the mat, placing the feet back on the floor, keeping the knees bent. I'm going to take the arms out to the side, 90 degrees, palms face down. I'm just going to window wiper our knees side to side. So nice and loose here in the hips, giving our spine a nice little twist as well. Next time your knees rotate to the right side, drop them to the floor. Turn your head to your left hand and extending that top leg. So taking the left leg, reaching the left foot towards the right hand, getting into a nice deep spine twist here. So you can always use your right hand on the outside of the left knee to help draw it down. Just take some nice easy breaths here. Ease into the twist. Bringing the top leg back, bring the knees to neutral, head to neutral, and then taking it over to the other side. So dropping the knees to the left, turn your head to the right hand, and this time extending that the right leg over to the left hand. Bring that top leg back, knees to neutral, head to neutral, and then we'll hug it out again in a releasing pose. So loosen the spine after the twist we've been doing. I'm going to rock forwards and backwards. And when you're ready, come into a seated position. So from here, we're going to make our way into a standing position. So feet hip width apart, bringing yourself up into a forward fold. So again, legs straight, but knees not locked. Just letting your arms and your head dangle down here. And you can take very small circular movements with your hips so that you're distributing the weight around your feet, around the edges. So feeling the weight on the different toes as you make your way around and reverse direction. So spreading the toes wide, really engaging all the different parts of your feet. And back to neutral. I'm going to go into downward facing dog, so leading with whichever foot's comfortable for you. Give it a nice pedal out here. I'm going to do a runner's lunge, so starting with the right foot between the hands. Adjust the back foot so that you're in a good position, so your right knee is above the ankle. Opening your chest up here. Nice, easy breaths. Planting the hands down and taking the right foot back into downward dog again, giving it pedal out. And this time bringing the left foot forward into runner's lunge. Again, check your positioning and breathing to release the tension in your hips and get a good stretch down the front of your right hip. And then planting the hands down, taking the left leg back into downward dog, giving it a nice pedal out. And just coming down onto your knees for a moment. And I'm going to give you the option of how you want to end today's class. So I was going to take it off and finish it in a standing position, but if you would like to still have your Shavasana, enjoy the relaxation on your back, then feel free to go into that position now. Or you can finish with me and then make your way down slowly and do your own Shavasana. But I'm leaving you in charge of your own relaxation today, so you can end it however you like. So if you want to make your decision now, then I will carry on and just finish the class. And I'll say goodbye in a moment. So taking the weight forward, tucking the toes under, making your way back into downward dog. Nice little pedal out here. And walking or jumping your feet to your hands. And back to the forward fold. So softness in the knee if you wish. If you wish, no, softness in the knee. Don't know what I was saying there, excuse me. And then very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, making your way up. The head being the last thing to come up, and when it does, roll the shoulders back. Okay, so if you would like to finish in Shavasana, then make your way down. But there's an alternative option for your relaxation, which is actually just doing a standing meditation. So people always think about meditation being something where you're sitting cross-legged in lotus position and all of that. You don't have to at all. It's all just about focusing the mind and calming your thoughts and bringing your awareness inwards. So if you wish to do a standing meditation or relaxation, stand with your feet hip width apart, spread the toes nice and wide. We're going to be a mountain pose here, so lifting your torso up, really lifting up through the core, and then rolling the shoulders back so that your chest is open and your palms are facing forward. And here you are tucking your tailbone under, drawing your abdominals inwards so that you're maintaining strength in your position. And just gently close your eyes and take some nice easy breaths in and out through the nose. You may want to just stay here, focusing on your in-breath and your out breath. You may want to visualize somewhere that you find calming and relaxing. Whatever you choose to do. If your mind wanders at any time, just bring it back to your breathing, having awareness of your posture, and focusing your mind, using the out breath to release any tension or thoughts you don't really want right now. You can stay here for as long as you're comfortable. Whenever you're ready, just gently opening your eyes, wriggling your fingers, wriggling your toes, maybe rolling your shoulders, just waking yourself up a little bit. Taking some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. I'd love to hear any suggestions, any feedback or any thoughts you may have, so feel free to leave comments or email me directly if you have my email. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.